Hello and good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to my channel. And this is Sunaina. I'm here once again to do another love reading for the sign of Sun Moon Rising Sagittarius for the month of July 2019. Now, Sagittarius, your cards are on my table with regards to your love situation for the month of July 2019. Now, I will give you the romance angel guidance and then I'll get into the reading of the cards in here. Your love energies are on my table, guys. Now, with regards to your love situation for the month of July 2019, you have finances and career, guys. Okay. So, with regards to your love situation, your financial issues, it's becoming a factor in your love life. Sagittarius. Now, this financial issue could be at your end or it could be at the other person's end as well. But this is the problem area in here with regards to your finances and even your career that you are trying to bring back to make it more stable, to understand that for love to happen, it's just not about emotional fulfillment, but you also need your material prosperity at this point in time in the month of July 2019, guys. Okay. So, definitely, this is a block in your love life for the month of July 2019. But that is the reason, again, there is a separation between the two of you in the month of July. Okay. So, there is a separation of this love journey at this point in time where it's both of you guys are going to move away from each other. But, y'all are still holding your hands, guys. Y'all are still, it's not that this movement is kind of breaking off your relationship, but this is like giving each other some space at this point in time because both of you guys, or maybe one of you, you'll need that space to revitalize your finance and career issues at this point in time. That's coming up as a block in your love relationship. And there is also this card in here, which is calling for deception in your love zone, which means that what the romance angel is telling me here is that someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship in here in your love zone, guys. Now, so you have got two blocks in here. You have got one block which is your finance and career in the real world, and then you have got a deception here because somebody is not opening up to tell the other person the real truth regarding this problem in here, guys. Okay, so they are wearing a false mask. Now, it could be you, Saji, it could be your other person too. But because of this deception, because of the truth not being told with regards to the problem area, you guys are separating because there is a misinterpretation of your love story, a disconnected energy in the month of July. Somebody will have to take that mask off because, you know, the mask has to come off because the reason being that the truth has to come out because, the other person who knows about it, that it's something like, okay, I know about it. I know the problem, but you have to tell me the truth. And the other person who is having this issue with their finance and career is not telling them the truth. So it's like, a very deceptive energy that they are trying to put on, wearing the false mask and telling the other person that everything is okay, whereas things are not okay. Now, that could be with regards to their material prosperity, material abundance, finance, career, but whatever the situation is, they are wearing that mask. Now, like I said, It could be you, Saggy, or it could be the other person in your romantic zone. But at this point in time, this is the problem area in your love life, guys, okay? And if I am not mistaken here, Saji, it is not you, it is the other person here. And I'll explain why. It is the other person here who is having this issue. But they are not coming up and telling you the truth, whereas you are trying to see through the barriers of the false mask that he or she is wearing, and you're not being able to get hold of the truth. And that is the reason there is this time separation, time apart from your partner on the horizon here in the month of July 2019. So, this is your love energy, the bottom line of your story in the month of July 2019. But this is what it is, guys. So, please know about the situation so that going forward, you will be able to understand, forgive, and forget the situation, because definitely it looks like the other person is having issues balancing their career and finances. But, sometimes pride, ego, gets in the way. So people don't want to talk about it. They don't want to let you know the truth because they fear that the moment they let you know the truth, you will perhaps leave them or, just get out of this relationship. So they are scared. They are actually holding on to this mask is because out of fear more so than out of anything else. Okay. So it's the fear situation that is killing them, but at the same time, because they're not telling you the truth, you guys are moving away from one another in the month of July 2019. But like I said, although y'all are moving away, y'all are not losing contact with one another. There is some kind of contact still there. It could be just a telephonic conversation, it could be text, it could be email, social media, it could be group of common friends. So anything, but as far as you two are concerned, you'll are definitely moving apart a little bit to give each other some space and time to rework on those issues. But it doesn't mean that y'all are breaking away completely from one another, guys. Okay. So there is some kind of separation, but this is, if in my understanding, this kind of separation is required to again rejuvenate your cycle of love, because what happens to people is when they get stuck in that negative energy, that energy, if it is not closed, if it is not barred, that energy keeps going on and on. So somebody has to end that cycle in order to begin fresh once again with new energies floating in their zone, guys. So with you, Sagittarius, that is exactly what is happening to you in the month of July 2019. Because if you look at the two cards in here of your significant other, this person, he or she, does not have justice. Justice is in the reverse in their love zone, and strength is in reverse in their love zone, guys. Okay, so which is telling me that this career issue or financial issue is more at their end, where they know that they cannot give you justice because they are wearing a false mask at this point in time. And that false mask that they are wearing is killing them. They do not have the strength to tame their own demons, nor do they have the strength to fight this battle, nor are they having the strength to bring back justice in their zone, guys. So this is where they are doubting their own self, they are loathing the situation in their higher self, of coming to the point where they're not able to give you the facts right, Sagittarius, but at the same time, this is what they are going through in their higher self in the month of July 2019, guys. Okay, so it's not the best of the energy at this point in time that they are holding in their higher self, but again, this is required. if there is a deception, if there is a dishonesty in your cycle of love, somebody needs to kill that. Somebody needs to end that cycle to begin fresh, because otherwise you will keep rotating around in the same zone, guys. Okay, so this is in the month of July, the universe is giving you the little tough time so that things can come back to its own self. Okay, now as far as you are concerned, Sagittarius, you are holding yourself, the King of Wand, the fire energy, Saggy, Leo, Aries. Okay, y'all are holding your flame, your passion for this love situation, even though you know that the other person is not being able to perhaps give you everything that you need in the month of July 2019. But you are a person, Saji, you're looking at the bigger picture right now. Okay, you are the leader of this love story. You're taking decisions, holding your passion, your fire, your flame in the right direction to look at the bigger picture. You're not looking just at this moment, the trouble, the chaos, the mask and deception. You know, you are looking, but again, you're overriding those history. You're overriding those stories so that you can look at the bigger picture, you know, becoming a leader, like I said, in this love journey to overcome these challenges of finance and career, of no justice, of no strength, of deception and separation at this point in time. Because you, in your higher self, Saji, you know that this is a temporary phase. That is what you guys are going through. But again, you know, going forward in the next few months, you guys will improve the situation, things will improve, and things will return back to its normal course, guys. And that is what you are doing as the King of Wand in here, in your higher self. And I think it's a very good energy that you are holding, and you are the natural leader, because King of Wand talks about people who are natural leaders, and they are extremely capable of doing stuff for other people as well as for themselves, guys. Okay, they can solve all problems, they can look for different challenges, but they can also solve problems whether big or small, you know, and that keeps their flame of passion burning. That is what they like to do, and that is in your higher self. That is what you want to do, Saji. You want to hear the problem, you want to get that feedback, you want the truth so that you can resolve this issue for your loved ones, guys. Okay, now in your heart energy, again, both of you, the world in the reverse, guys, which is telling me in your love zone from your heart, you guys know that things are not in the right place. So that is the reason, again, like I said, things are important to close the cycle, to begin fresh. And that is the reason in the month of July 2019, you guys in your heart, you're closing the old cycle to begin fresh. Okay, because that is a very important. If you don't close the old cycle, you will not be able to start the new cycle. And that is the reason in your heart energy, you guys are doing exactly the same thing, closing the old cycle of deception. And that is the reason y'all are separating. Y'all are taking time off from one another to figure out the right approach to the situation, to figure out how you can get hold of your right energies, you know, going forward so that you can start looking for fresh options to begin this love story, to begin this journey. In your soul energy of the Four of Coins, but that's come to me in the reverse, which is again telling me that from your soul, you want each other to know the truth. Y'all are unguarding yourself. Y'all don't want to hold secrets as far as your love story is concerned anymore. You want each other to let them know the honest situation. Y'all are wanting to communicate that. Y'all don't want to hold on to that secret, to that deception, to the mask, you know, wearing the false story of success in your zone. So you want from your soul energy, guys, both of you are working towards unguarding that area of your life that you know has been responsible for all these issues in here in the month of July 2019. Y'all want to come clean and clear now. Y'all are not letting things come in the way. You're from your soul. That's what you're doing, because at this moment in time, y'all are putting an end or trying to put an end to all the worries, to all the situations that one person had been probably doing or holding in their self. But now, in the month of July, they want you to know that this is the area, this is the problem area, guys. Okay, so that is the reason they're wanting to let go of that portion, because in the reversed Four of Pentacles, it tells me that in your soul, you had been greedy also. There is a greediness to get everything. There is stinginess, there is possessiveness at the same point in time. But again, the other portion of this card is also true, to let you know that even though you're holding that possessiveness, even though you're holding that stinginess, you're holding that greediness in your soul, but you want to let that go. You want to finish that to begin another new cycle of love. Okay, so you want to unguard those secrets, you want to put things on the platter for the other person to know the truth and begin this new cycle of love in the month of July 2019. Let me take a clarifier for all the cards in the higher self area here. Please give me a clarifier for the higher self area in here. And that is what is happening to you, Sagittarius, in the month of July 2019, Sun, Moon, Rising. But, this is, again, like I said, this is a very important part of your story, because you're clearing up the old energies to begin afresh, to start building the cycle of love. You are working hard. Both of you guys are working very hard to restart, to reignite this flame of passion, this flame of journey, this beautiful love story. Both of you guys are working very hard in your own way to rebuild the structure of your love story in the month of July 2019, guys. Okay. Now, in your past energy, Sagittarius, you definitely were looking for your emotional fulfillment in this love story with the Ten of Cups, but there was a folly in love. Okay, there was a folly in love. There was a deception in love with the Two of Cups in the reverse. And that tells me that somehow, because of the folly, because of the deception, because of this person wearing the mask, because of all these kind of negative energy cycles, you were not completely and emotionally fulfilled, Sagittarius, because your love was not there with you in the right direction. Although you guys were fighting to get that emotional fulfillment out of this love story, but that's your past energy, guys. Okay, let me take a connecting card between your past and your present higher self. And this is exactly the reason why you want the truth now, Saji, because you are the person here. If the other person tells you the truth, you are the person in here who will be able to resolve and solve this issue of their own problems, okay? Because you are holding the flame of passion. You want to bring those areas in your life in the right direction. And again, look, the connecting card is the world in the reverse, guys. The world in the reverse here, the world in the reverse here. And this is the old cycle of love that you are closing to start and begin the fresh cycle going forward after the month of July 2019, for which both you guys are working very hard. And over here, you are the person, if you're cross-watcher Sagittarius, please understand that if you have a Sag in your life, please relate that problem to them. Don't keep your pride and ego or your greediness and stinginess in your heart, or your possessiveness of your pride so much that you are not able to resolve this issue or close the cycle. You need to close that old cycle, guys, okay, the cross watchers. But you have help in your zone, and the help is in your love. The person who is holding the King of Wand energy in here, and that person wants to take care of this issue. The person wants to help you. You have to trust and believe in that person, that this person is there waiting for you, coming to you from the universe to help you resolve this issue in the way they think it is right. But it's up to you, the significant other, the cross watchers, for whoever is looking at this video, guys, y'all will have to close the old cycle. Now it's the time, but you have help right here. You do have help. So if you're going to work hard to close this old cycle in your heart, in your zone, in your love zone, you have to take this help in here, guys. And the help is sitting right there for you. Okay? Now, in your physical 3D energy, Sagittarius, in the month of July 2019, you are in the reverse form of the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Pentacles, okay? So for this person in your physical self, guys, now this is the higher self. This is what you are looking at. I'm talking to the cross watchers. So when you are looking at this person here in the physical world, you are thinking that this person is very self-centered. He or she is very jealous, wants to kind of take hold of every situation, and you are kind of scared. I'm talking to the cross watchers because of this kind of an energy, with the Queen of Coins in the reverse. You're not getting that confidence to open up and talk to them. Okay, I'm talking again to the cross watchers. But remember, what they're showing you in the physical world is not all that you are seeing, because in their higher self, they're holding a beautiful energy of their own spirit and flame of love in this direction that they really want you to benefit from. Okay, but when it comes to their physical energy, they are definitely not liking this deception. They are definitely not liking this mask. They are not liking this dishonesty. They are not liking the separation. They are not liking all that is happening in your love zone, guys. So that is the reason they are coming across as being self-centered, moving away from you, taking leave of absence, letting you know that they're not interested to resolve your issues anymore, because somewhere you guys, cross watchers, you all have not been blatantly truthful with regards to your situation, guys. Okay, you appear to be very self-absorbed, Sagittarius, self-centered, self-absorbed, very disconnected with your love situation. You're not participating. You have moved away, kind of a situation. Okay, you're becoming a bit selfish, or you're showing that you are becoming selfish or envious of somebody else who is successful. Okay, so you're also kind of letting the other person know, that your focus, Sagittarius, is on the material world more so. And you're trying to prove your point that if I don't get material success and I'm greedy for that, I'm not going to participate in the love story, guys. Okay? So somewhere you feel, cross watchers, you guys are feeling that the person you are in love with at this point is neglecting their duty and capability. And the question over here comes that how can this person, from the cross watchers, how can this person even ground herself or himself again to re-enter the sacred relationship when when she's not in touch with reality in her own self, guys? So you are kind of misjudging her, cross watchers, misjudging this queen in here. But if you look at their higher self, what they are showing in their, or what they're holding in their higher self, and what they are showing to you in the physical world, they are poles apart, guys. They're poles apart. This is out of anger. This is out of fear. This is out of insecurity. But in their higher self, they're letting you know that I'm still with you. Like I told you, they are taking leave of absence, but they're not going away forever. There is still that connection. There is still that bond between the two of you that they want you to take advantage of in the right way by letting them or giving them the permission to resolve your issue. But because you are not giving them the permission, Saji, this is how they are reacting with you in the physical world. Being the Queen of Coins in the reverse. Let me take a clarifier for the Queen of Coins in the reverse in here, please. Please give me a clarifier for the Queen of Coins in the reverse in here. And that is exactly, and see, and this is because of this. Because this person, the Sagittarius, she or he, they feel that you guys, cross watchers, y'all are missing out on this time. Y'all are missing out on this opportunity to start this love story in the right direction. You're not making use of your intellect, of your capabilities, of your responsibilities. Y'all are not putting that effort in the physical world to let her or give this queen the permission, could be a male or a female, doesn't matter, but give this queen the permission to resolve your issues. And that is the reason, that they are kind of separating from your story, because they feel that you are not giving them the right to resolve and work on your issues, guys. Okay, you're like pretending everything is okay, but at the same time, they know, the Sagittarius, they know that things are not okay with you, cross watchers. So that is the reason they are in doubt of this new beginning now. They cannot trust you to understand whether you can take advantage of this situation, because you're losing opportunities here. You're missing your chance to take this King of Wands, the King of Wands help to resolve this issue, and that because you have done some bad investment. They are not the person. They are not going to help you unless you come to them for help, guys. Okay, so this is what their story is for the Sagittarius in the month of July 2019. So they're waiting. They do not want to lose you guys, but at the same time, cross watchers, you people will have to, because it's free will for everybody. So unless you allow them, unless you give them permission to enter your zone, to work with you in the right spirit, where both of you can work together to rebuild this connection, to close the old cycle, to start fresh. Until that happens, until you give them the permission, guys, they are not going to work with you. Although in their higher self, they definitely do want to participate in this zone, in your love relationship, but in the physical world, they are putting up a different kind of an energy in front of you, which is kind of, taking away your strength as well, because you feel you're misjudging this person, that you have made a bad investment, you're missing chances, you're not being able to get justice, but you are not trusting this energy in the physical world because you cannot see the invisible one in the higher self. And that is the reason you too, the cross watchers, y'all are, in this kind of a situation in the month of July 2019, guys. Okay. Now, towards the end of July in your physical world, Saggy, you are in the page of sword energy, guys, which means that, again, physical energy is very deceptive energy, because what we see in the physical is not the real energy. Because I believe that the physical energy shows you only that much. which again could be false, which again could be pride, which again could be your ego, which again could be anything that is wearing a mask too, in the physical. But what you have to look above and beyond is what you are seeing on my table are those invisible energies that you need to know about. And that's where you will find your support. So, in the month of July, towards the end, this person is still, again, a very immature person, emotionally immature, very emotionally immature, because they are not able to trust this love story anymore. They are disappointed, they have insecurity in themselves, they are not able to believe that things will close and open once again because of your situation, cross watchers. So they are holding that kind of insecurity in themselves, very emotional, very early stage of emotional insecurity, but it is what it is, guys, okay? There is a block in their creativity in the physical world. They are not going ahead, okay? And, but it also is a kind of an energy that they are finding it difficult to fight because they are going back and forth with this love story. They're remembering the good times, they're remembering the happy memories, everything that this love project had brought to them. Okay, so this person in the real world, in the physical world, is a troubled soul, guys, in the month of July, towards the end of July. Okay, he or she is a troubled soul, and they are afraid now of facing the reality, whether it's emotional, whether it's financial, whether it is anything else. But they are because they are troubled right now. Okay, so they are finding it difficult to open their heart, to open their mind, body, and spirit to face the reality in here. And they are also struggling to escape from this situation. They are struggling to escape. They're probably taking the help of something else, but they are struggling to make their escape. But this card in the reverse, it could be that of a person, the image of a person who is struggling with self acceptance in their own zone too, to understand you, to understand this love story, to self accept the fact that whatever has gone wrong was not completely their fault. But they are finding it difficult to provide that self acceptance for themselves, guys, and they are lacking that inspiration because they themselves, Sagittarius, they themselves are battling with low self worth, and they're depressed, So this is the time that, emotional fulfillment is completely missing in action. It's a MIA part of the love story here for July 2019, guys. Okay, let me take a clarifier for the Page of Cups in the reverse in here. So that is what you are looking at, cross watchers. So you are not a happy camper as well because you feel that, he or she is kind of in that state that they are doing all this, which is definitely they shouldn't have been doing, but that's keeping that, both you guys want the sun out. Even Sagittarius, you'll want the sun out in the love story. But with all these issues going on, it's getting a little bit difficult to bring back the positive vibrations in this love zone, guys, in the month of July 2019, guys. Okay. Now, in your environment, you have the Seven of Pentacles in here, and you have the Eight of Pentacles in here. The Seven and the Eight has come together in here from your environment. So, which is telling me that again, Eight of Pentacles, double confirmation in here. With the Seven of Pentacles from your environment, guys, universe is telling you to look at this entire love story from a long-term point of view, from a long vision, where you are waiting for that story to take complete shape, complete form, close the cycle, finish the old harvest that did not materialize well, and work with the new harvest to begin rebuilding, working hard, thinking, doing your research, working on this love story back once again, guys. Okay, to build this back. So your environment is supporting you to understand what is going on in this love zone, guys. Okay, it's a waiting game. It's definitely because of the kind of situation here in the month of July 2019, Saji. You guys will have to wait for things to come back and the cycle to end and a fresh one to begin. But for that to happen, your environment is asking you to have patience. A. B is to begin a new love cycle. C is, to wait for that harvest, the time to come to you when you can close that cycle to begin the fresh cycle. And for that, you have to start thinking about it in the way that both you guys want to go and move forward in this love story. But the environment is supporting you, Saji, at this point in time to look into the above and beyond factors of what has happened before, to finish that and to rework, to rebuild this entire love story by doing a little bit of difficult thinking, hard work, putting your effort in that, making it your kind of a big, maybe a part time profession to build the story, but putting all the pentacles together again to work right from the scratch, guys. Okay, let me take a clarifier for the environment in here with the 7 and the 8 of Pentacles coming together. Okay, and how you do it is again the devil in here by taking control of the situation to rebuild it, and that itself will allow you to move forward like the Knight of Sword energy, cutting through everything. But at this moment, in the month of July, you are not going to be able to move forward. You have to wait for that to happen, where you could be a little bit reckless, impulsive, not so emotional, but you want to get what you want to get kind of an energy. But at the same time, the devil being here is telling you to wait. Look at the devil has been holding his hands up in here. One of his hand is up, is asking you to wait. Wait, Saji, don't rush into it right now. Things are going to come back to you because your love is safe and sound. But at this point in time, you feel it is not there, Saji. But it is there. So hold on, have patience. Things will come back to its original shape and form when things kind of go around in that circle to complete that cycle to begin. And this is happening for your benefit, Sagittarius, not for anything else, guys. Now, in your hope and fear, you have the 3 of Pentacles, which is again calling for your commitment, rebuilding, teamwork, everything that you want in this love relationship. But you hope and you fear that you will not get it. Or even if you get it, maybe it's going to take you a lot of time to come back, finish the cycle, to begin the cycle. But have patience, guys. Things are going to work out for you, Sagittarius. It's just a matter of divine timing. Let's take a clarifier for your hopes and fear in here with the 3 of Pentacles to see what is going on. Yeah. So you have the 7 of Cups in the reverse. So right now, don't work on this building up for the 3 of Pentacles. That's going to come to you guys. Okay. Right now, you need to focus on something else. You need to focus on your stuff in here that I explained to you. Okay. That should be your focal point. As far as the 3 of Pentacles and your hope and fear situation is concerned, you will have enough time to work on that. But right now, in the month of July, please do not bother about working on the 3 of Pentacles because you will hit your head against the brick wall if you do that. This is not your time. Your time now is to close and begin another. And for that, whatever you have to do, whatever troubles you need to go through, whatever situations you have to end and begin, that's what exactly you are doing to complete this entire old story to begin the new story of love, guys. And in your outcome, you definitely have the temperance, which is find a middle ground, guys. Now, balance your energies because both of you at this point in time is kind of in a very topsy-turvy situation, guys. You are not getting anything right in your zone, and there is insecurity, there is fear, everything at this point in time. So please balance yourself in the right direction to understand yourself in the right way. And let me take a clarifier. And yes, stay put to find your balance, guys. Stay put. Don't move away from finding your balance, okay? Stay put to find your middle ground, to understand what decisions you need to make and take at this point in time. But as you do, and as you find your patience, as you find the real meaning to this love story, things are going to work out for you absolutely in the right way. With this, I end my video. Love you guys. Take care. God bless. Goodbye. Khuda Hafiz and Namaste.